The Arizona Diamondbacks have been one of baseball's most exciting teams as of late. They played very well in August as they finished out the month with a 16-12 record. Now they're still not in contention as they do currently sit at 61-68, which is 10.5 games back of San Diego for the third wildcard spot. But they're a really fun team and they're giving Diamondback fans something to look forward to in 2023. And with how well Arizona has played as of late and all the headlines they've been making, I thought it'd be a good time to drop a video talking about their roster top to bottom. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in today's video, and towards the end I also want to talk about their exciting young prospect in Corbin Carroll. So with that in mind, let's hop right into the video. First, I want to take a look at Arizona offensively. They are by no means the best offensive team as they have a 697 team OPS which ranks 19th in all of baseball and 140 home runs which ranks 14th. Ketel Marte may not be what he once was, but he has still been pretty solid for Arizona so far. On the year, he's hitting .251 to go along with 10 home runs. Dalton Varsho, who is their catcher/outfielder, has been really good for them. So far, he's hitting .239 to go along with 18 home runs and 8 stolen bases. Christian Walker has had a career year up to this point, as so far he's hitting .231 to go along with 30 home runs, and it looks like he could be well on his way to a 40 home run campaign. Josh Rojas has also broken through, as on the year he's hitting .276 to go along with 7 home runs and 17 stolen bases. Alek Thomas, who has a very promising future in the big leagues so far, is hitting .248 to go along with 8 home runs and 4 stolen bases. Their backstop has been manned by Carson Kelly, who on the year is hitting .224 to go along with 6 bombs. Jake McCarthy has been another really intriguing outfielder for Arizona, as on the year he's hitting .288 to go along with 6 home runs and 12 stolen bases. Emmanuel Rivera on the year is hitting .244 to go along with 11 home runs. And last but certainly not least, we have one of the top prospects in baseball who recently got called up in Corbin Carroll. So far this year in 10 at-bats, Carroll is hitting .300 to go along with 5 runs driven in. So like I said, Arizona is by no means a dominant offense, but they do have a lot of promise and potential going forward. Now let's take a look at Arizona's starting pitching. They don't have a great pitching staff either, as on the year they have a 4.27 team ERA which ranks 22nd. But they do have a legitimate ace at the top of their rotation in Zach Gallen, who on the year in 146 innings has a 2.53 ERA to go along with 145 strikeouts. Gallen has been scorching hot as of late, as he has yet to allow a run in his past 34.1 innings pitched. Merrill Kelly has also been very good this year for Arizona, as on the year in 158 innings he has a 2.97 ERA to go along with 135 strikeouts. Madison Bumgarner in 137 innings pitched has a 4.87 ERA. Zach Davies hasn't been all that bad, as in 108 innings he has a 3.82 ERA. And for their 5th and final spot in their starting rotation, they've been rolling with Tommy Henry as of late, who in 32 innings has a 4.83 ERA. So this starting rotation, like I said, isn't great, but they do have 2 pretty solid options at the top in Merrill Kelly and Zach Gallen. Now let's take a quick look at Arizona's bullpen. Similar to their starting rotation, it hasn't been great, as on the year they have a 4.51 bullpen ERA which ranks 25th in all of baseball. Mark Melancon, who has been their closer for most of the season, has been really inconsistent, as on the year in 44 innings he has 17 saves but also has a 5.11 ERA. Ian Kennedy has also gotten some looks in the 9th inning, as in 42 innings has 9 saves to go along with a 3.19 earned run average. They also have gotten some good production out of Joe Mantiply, who in 52 innings has a 2.77 ERA. Kyle Nelson has also been a good option, as in 34 innings he has a 1.57 ERA. But outside of Kennedy, Mantiply, and Nelson, they haven't gotten too much consistent play out of anyone in this bullpen. So now that we went over this team as a whole, I want to take a deeper dive into Corbin Carroll and also look at this team's future. As I mentioned before, Corbin Carroll has been really productive in his short stint with the Diamondbacks, as in 10 at-bats he has 300 average to go along with 5 runs driven in. And this should really come as no surprise, considering Carroll was a top 3 prospect in all of baseball prior to his call-up. And he tore it up throughout 3 different levels in the minor leagues this year, as in 93 games he had 24 home runs to go along with 31 stolen bases and a 300 plus average. So not only does Corbin Carroll have great power, he also has groundbreaking speed. And he showcased that the other day, scoring from first base on an Alek Thomas base hit. On this play, Carroll's sprint speed was recorded at 31.5 feet per second, which is the fastest recorded in the StatCast era. And for those who don't know, StatCast was introduced back in 2015. So Carroll is ridiculously fast. I can't even imagine running 31.5 feet per second. That is just unreal. So even in just his first few big league games, Carroll already looks like a future star, and he looks like he's going to be one of those players like O'Neal Cruz who is going to be breaking all kinds of records going forward. And not only do the Diamondbacks have Carroll, they also have much more prospects on the way, as they currently have the 5th ranked farm system in baseball. They have 3 top 15 prospects in baseball, obviously including Corbin Carroll and also Jordan Lawler and Drew Jones, who was their first round draft pick this year. So as I mentioned before, Arizona's not going to make the playoffs this year, but they're making a late season push that is really giving reason for lots of optimism heading forward into the future. They're going to be a really exciting team to watch next year, and I think over the next couple years they could even blossom into a powerhouse. Let me know what you guys think of the Diamondbacks down below. As always, I want to thank you guys again so much for watching and continuing to support, and I'll see you next time.